So he tries to run through and run away, but the problem is that he ran right. This is a little kill corner. That was the problem is that this was a kill corner. Don't run to the kill corner, you fool. Hey there, folks. It's the Caffeinated Dad coming to you again with another Tez Catapult team match. Tez, the kitty cat. I'm still trying to figure it out. This is a match of Ghost Lake. I love me some Ghost Lake, and specifically, I love gathering up all these goats. This is like one of those maps that I greatly enjoy just because it's goat hunting. Like, that's all the early game is. It's nothing but goat hunting. So in this match, I'm playing against a Thor, and I'm sniping his goats. Got to snipe them goats. And I'm playing against a Thor, and he played pretty aggressively. He actually had a fairly decent opening, but the thing is that he didn't have enough scouting. He didn't have enough, we'll say, play to stop me on all of the other ends. So I've also figured out Obsidian Mirror a lot better, and just like the timing and how to use it. In some of my matches, I have like a plan. In other matches, I have absolutely no plan. And this was one of those matches. It felt like I had a plan. Look at me go. So starting out pretty standard, 2 and 2 on food and wood. I got all these guys here. One of the things I like, especially because we have these bowls that are right here, is that you can kind of kite them closer to the town center so that you don't have to build another cow pulley. I mean, I have so much excess wood right now, which is definitely going to help because I am going to try to be a little bit more economic with this. So I get the Huey is off. And I go ahead and split. We get a total of 5 and then 4 onto wood or food, gold and wood, respectively. Back here, he's doing a pretty standard opening. How did he do with goats? He got 8 goats. That's not terrible. Build his temple off over here, which wasn't necessarily sure of the plan there. But one of the things that I will say, which is always very important, is vision. You got to have vision in these games. So I go ahead and grab up one of the relics. The relic's right there out the gate is Grass Cutting Sword, which makes all my infantry move faster, which is fantastic. And faster moving infantry is always going to be a win. My spy almost dies. Wasn't paying attention. So, and then he goes off and he goes and attack. It's like, I don't want you to attack. I just want you to sit there and hide. That's all I want you to do. So I go ahead and get a couple units, but I'm like, I'm gonna move into a 2TC. I'm gonna try a 2TC this match, I should say, and we'll go from there. So I'm moving on, and I go ahead and grab up this settlement here. I'm watching over here, seeing what see if anything's there. I got this large amount of, these are all for these, and I just researched husbandry, and I want these to grow a little bit more before I do anything. So I roll the dice, hoping that there was a wild hunt here, and I was right with the caribou. What I didn't see, or what I don't know on the back end, is that he does have a Great Hall, and the Great Hall is already up, and he's going for raiding cavalry. And if you don't know, raiding cavalry is just obnoxious. It's incredibly fast. It's very difficult to deal with, but it doesn't matter. He isn't going to be able to stop me by the time that we build this settlement. So the settlement's going to go up regardless. I take this spearman to just be kind of like an eye, just to see, just in case. I want to make sure that I'm protecting myself as best I can. Having a feeling, I go ahead and build this gate over here onto the back end because, yep, right there, look. Total of 5 of these boys. And the Valkyrie's there. And it's just, I knew that this was going to happen. I think I lose 1. Do I lose 1? I do lose 1. And he gets out pretty easily. But then he sends his Valkyrie off over there. I use Lullaby to get out of there because I don't want to lose any more units if I don't have to. She can attack that. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. But I needed to protect that area. I needed to be guarding that. So on the back end, I have the cow pulley over here. This settlement is up and working. My objective is going to be building up some of the defensive. So I've walled off this back area. I'm going to want to wall off over here. Now that this is kind of protected, I lost sight of him. I have no idea where he's at. And I think, where did he go? He's just all back at his own base. So he's going with a heavy focus on the cavalry and a ton of axemen. He's getting a bunch of throwing axemen. But he has seen that I have a second TC, which is fine. And I'm building a tower over here. And this tower is just going to act as just extra garrison, basically. Now, a trick you can do, and it's not necessarily ideal, but if this is like out on its own, you can make that into the wood cutting, the wood chipping, wood cutting place, which will give you free garrison for 10, I believe. It's 10 spots, so to speak. So I move my spy over here to the outside. I'm building a wall right there. I get the upgrade for the drums, which just makes everyone run a heck of a lot faster. And now comes the nobles' huts. So right now I have more villagers, and I'm continuously getting more villagers than he has, which is great. But he also has like twice. Look at this force. He's got 20 units right here. The thing is that he wasn't using them fast enough, in my opinion. Like, if he would have attacked with this, there's very little that I could have done. He has nearly triple the units that I have. So I go for the Yolto's Reach, which is a jump increase. It increases a jump in damage of my Ocelot warriors. But then from here, I'm playing protection. I have a way. I'm building off a wall over here, and I know he's up to something. Like, I know that he's going to try to come over here. So this is already walled, right? Already built this wall. This guy's idle. Come on, Calf Dad, you're better than that. But essentially, I'm protected right there. I'm getting some upgrades over here onto the back end, but I just have a mess of wood and gold. That's what I have. I have just a ton of wood and gold. And I have my spy here, but then he drops this off, and I see this almost immediately, and I'm like moving my units. Like, this isn't really going to be able to stop all of that. So I just move these guys, and I'm like, it's not worth it. Let him come in. He's going to come in. He's going to do some damage. Let's just get this over here. Let's have a little bit of our defenses. So I build a couple more spearmen. He's already getting into his copper shields. But then again, I'm over here, and my goal is just for vision. I want to be able to see what he is doing and where he is going. So right now, like, his marketplace is down there. He's over here just focused. He's got 20 units here, right? Like, this, that should be, you know, something. That shouldn't be for anything. For some reason, I have to only make the archers because I have no food. I have absolutely no food. I dropped so low. It's time to harvest up these bad boys. These goats need to go. And he's just over there attacking what he can attack, and that's fine. So I've built off a little wall, so to speak, here. So this is all built, and I'm going to protect myself on that end and then up here, because now I want to be able to attack from multiple angles, or protect and attack from multiple angles. That's my goal right here. One thing that I do really try to stress in these matches is that, like, I mean, look how much gold and wood that I have. Like, yeah, there it is. I built the marketplace. I gotta build a marketplace. Just so I can actually move things along. So I'm getting units. He's getting hardiness, or the survival equipment. We get signal brazers, and then this becomes a lumber outpost. And now it has an attack, which I love. But again, the idea is that I'm just protecting what I can, because he's got to be somewhere. Oh, here we go. Here's his attack. I had already moved this off. They're all garrisoned in here. I lose this one, I think. Oh, we didn't even get a kill. And that's fine. That's fine. Because I have so much gold. I buy all the food that I need, basically, to get into the heroic age. Again, here's the play. The heroic age, and then we'll go from there. Now, for him, he had pretty good instincts to come off over here to be like, oh, okay, he's got a marketplace off over there. That makes sense. But the thing is that he left his units exposed. Like, the throwing axemen are the ones who deal, like, the big DPS to these guys. Like, even though I have hack armor, like, it is nothing. It is pennies in comparison to how much damage they actually do. So he's focused on that attack, and he just let the marketplace go. He just focused on the marketplace. He sends in his Valkyrie, and he didn't even get the kill. He didn't even destroy it. So now I have a heavy swing on units, and I'm moving into the heroic age. The problem is that he had a huge power spike, but now my economy has finally set up. Look, I have nearly twice the villagers that he has. The problem is that he waited too long. So he's off over here, and he's going into Freya, which is fine. But I see this attack coming, and I'm like, we need to go. See, I got like 4 Ocelot warriors. I probably should have gotten more at some point. But my units are moving in. I have a bunch of spearmen up front, and then now I have the Star Demon, and now I'm into the heroic age. And first thing that you do is build a Great Temple. You got to get those Jaguar Riders out as soon as possible. I think I'm researching crenellations as well. Yeah. So he tries to run through and run away, but the problem is that he ran right. This is a little kill corner. The problem was that this was a kill corner. Don't run to the kill corner, you fool. Well, he loses a bunch of units. I don't lose any more. And I keep getting population capped. I'm a dingle. But now, like, it's such a heavy swing. I have 20 settlers over here. I need to fix that. So my Coyote Warrior's kind of just like testing him. Coyote Warriors have like next to nothing as far as hack armor. So we go ahead and just damage what we can. Zap. But over here onto the back end, I get immediately the stone, which lowers all the technology costs out of the Great Temple. Again, the idea is that the Great Temple is going to be, like, that's going to be my major focus. That's where I'm going to need to be. Over here on the back end, I'm getting heavy weapons, heavy nobles huts. Once this upgrade goes through, I should end up going through for the heavy upgrade for the temple. Yeah, here we are. But then the economy is just so much stronger than his right now. And that's what's important to note. Also training a whole bunch of Eagle Warriors. Eagle Warriors are great. Everything but the medium cavalry. And yeah, like Eagle Warriors are just fantastic. 10 for 10 would recommend. Things gotta slow down here. So we get the upgrade there. I get the levy upgrade for the Nobles Huts. Noble Hut is basically where you want to go into mid and late game. So I use the Dwarven Gold Mine back here, as well as getting the Armory upgrade, and now we're moving forward. So he's now going into Huntress Axe, which is very strong for the throwing axe bin. And if we're taking a look down here, he's got this, right? He's got about 20 or so units or something in that regard, but he's down off over here, and now comes the Jaguar Riders. Jaguar Riders are my favorite. I love these guys. I think I want to have more of them. I always want to have more of them. So I go for the medium armor, or the hack armor upgrade, just so that my units can fight a little bit better. They're a little bit more durable, I should say. But right from there, I'm like, all right, let's start getting these Ocelot Warriors out. Let's get these guys out. I see this hill fort going up, and I immediately cast my Starfall. Now, Starfall is very, very important because Starfall deals a lot of damage. What's important is that these Jaguar Riders got out. And from there, I'm rallying the Jaguar Riders all over to the far side. And from there, he doesn't see that. He just sees this large contingent of unit. He saw the Jaguar Riders coming out, and he's just massing up units right here. And this god power is kind of a joke. I mean, like 99%, they still deal 1% damage every time, which is kind of obnoxious. But I'm on the back end. I'm getting some Coyote Warriors, and I'm getting the Star Demon, and this I think it's this Obsidian Shard right there is becoming what's it, yeah, one of the bunny rabbits. If they let it get out. I don't think it does. Does it get out? Where did I lose it? Oh, it's right there. Oh yeah, that thing is definitely dead. So I pull back, but now my Jaguar Riders are over here onto the back end. And now they have free access to everything. So much damage. And now let's cause a ruckus. Let's get in there. Let's have your focus diverted over here while these Jaguar Riders are doing their thing over on that far side. So just over here onto the back end, our front line is pretty heavy. Is pretty heavy. It's pretty strong. I'm training Jaguar Riders on the back end, as well as getting the Fortified Town Center upgrade on the back end. We're getting some other improvements from there. And these Jaguar Riders are just ripping through everything. Look at this. I love it. And then we have a couple goatees over here onto the back end. Right now, I'm on the front line, winning this fight, pushing these guys back. Every Huskarl that comes out, even though they do 20 damage to range units, they're not strong enough. They get the stuns. The Huskarls come out, and from there, I'm like, I don't know necessarily if I have enough units. I've caused enough damage. Let's pull back. I'm down to 1 Jaguar Rider, but then I play the aggressive play to put a Great Temple right here so that if he does try to build there, he's done. Overall here onto the back end, I got my Barket up and running, and now we're training Eagle Warriors and then Smashers. Let's just go straight for it. Let's just go straight for the throat. Still also getting a ridiculous amount of gold from there. We're pretty decently like covered as far as our zones and where I need to be. So basically that was enough for me to push him off. He's got the 2 gold mines here at his base, but after that he's pretty... I have more, let me put it that way. This area over here is relatively unsecured, so he sends off some of his units. And I know he sees this. He has to see this as soon as like, if he would have reacted a little bit better, I think he could have stopped this. No, he just straight up doesn't see it. I see it, but he doesn't see it. Okay, now he does. He has to see it. Yeah, there he goes. Great Temple. It's ready in 45 seconds, and he just runs by. He just runs by. He just let it go. Like that would have been the perfect opportunity. That would have been the perfect opportunity to stop me, but too late. My contingent of units is coming. 34 units. We got a total of, 3 Shorn ones, a couple of Smashers. My Jaguar Riders over here onto the back end doing the Jaguar Rider thing. Pushing them off. I really just needed to push them off so that I could deal with this hill fort. And then we're also protecting over onto the far side. And as I'm moving through, I have my Ocelot Warriors coming, and he calls a GG. Just calls a GG. If we look at like the timeline and all that, it was as soon as we got into the heroic age, that was our peak. Nearly double, I should say about 30% more of the villager peak. But then where's the military? 12 villagers killed as compared to 4. I could have done better in that regard, but he also did get some kills, so that was very important. If we're like looking at this from this regard, like he had every opportunity, but it just didn't work. He had the opportunity, he had the heads up. It's just that he did not follow through. So we'd have a Great Temple protected over there, large force, GG.